with, I used 3 brushes, and 2 of them were from this collection. So I grabbed that brush 78 that I loved, and I grabbed one of my pink color blends. So let's see here. I think maybe it was this one here. So we're just going to grab that color blend. Of course, we're, you know, almost always on the pattern stamp tool. And we're just going to grab brush number 78. Okay, so this is what I did here. So let me just undo that. This is my little reference image. And I'll make a new layer. So yeah. So we're just going to take that brush 78 and kind of play with this idea and make some little, what do you call it, petals. And we can just do them different ways. So there's one. And I'm not going to really, oops, not that. Not really worried that they're perfect. No, let's just make a new layer. I like doing one like this way and then one counterclockwise. So it's kind of fun to play around with that. Okay, there's 2. Let's make a new layer. Let's go 3. I'm trying to, okay. Let's make, dear Lord. Okay, 3, and let me take my size down just a little bit. And okay, that was it. My size was a little bit. So whatever. So we've kind of got this basic, here we go. So we've got kind of a flower shape. But what's cool is that we've got all this crazy blending of colors, and we didn't have to do anything, you know, the brush did all the work. So that's the main thing. We're always trying to make things easier for ourselves, you know, and somebody could look at this and go, oh my gosh, you like, you know, how did you get all those colors? Like, how did you do that? But it's the brushes. So I'm just going to group those. I'll make a new layer above it. And Lily, you've been naming the layers brush name and style name. That's cool. Yeah. Sometimes I need to do that a little bit more. So what else did I use? Okay, so I used Modern Impressionist brush 16. So this is why it's really fun to mix and match, you know, color palettes with different collections. So we don't have to just stay on these brushes. We can mix them with all of our different brushes, you know, play with different things. You don't have to just stick with one collection. And most of my tutorials, if you follow them, we don't do that. So I'm going to go to my Modern Impressionist brushes, and I'm going to grab number 16 because that was a real smooth one. So I liked how that kind of contrasted with that craziness. So I grabbed the brush number 16. And by the way, if you guys are just tuning in or whatever, and you don't have these brushes, you can get a sampler set of the Modern Impressionist brushes for free on Adobe Creative Cloud. So I've already collaborated with Adobe to bring you those brushes. So I've got, let's go back here, and I've got my pattern stamp tool. And then let's go up to the Modern Impressionist brushes. Let's grab brush number 16. And then I grabbed like kind of a more of an orangey color palette. So let's grab maybe this one here. Let's see how that looks. Although, okay, maybe I want one more orangey, lighter. Okay, let's try this. This looks cool. So this brush, whenever it blends all those colors, you know, it's a color blending brush. It's very subtle. So it's blending those colors, but very subtly. I want one with a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, that's cool enough. Whatever. Yeah, so you could play around. I'm going to grab that one. And now I'm just going to create the center sort of areas. So, and also with these, with the Modern Impressionist color, well, most of the color blending brushes, if you push harder on them, then the color blending is going to be more strong. So you're going to get like, see the, you know, graded, you know, you're going to see more of a stronger blending in colors. But if you use a light pressure, then it's going to be blending very delicately. So let's just do that. So we've kind of created a little flower shape, and then now, which is super basic, but it looks cool. And although kind of, you know what, I don't want to connect those in the center, so let's just kind of go like this. And we're not going to worry too much that it's not so perfect, but you can kind of see my reference here. So that's the second brush, and then I'll just make a new layer, and I will grab one of my green color palettes. That's what I grabbed, like right here. And I grabbed one of my last brushes in this collection, which was, I think it was, yeah, 94. Okay. So brush number 94, and I'm just going to use my left bracket. And yeah, the flowers are not perfect. Aw, thanks for tuning in, Ryan. Appreciate it. So I'm just going to kind of just go like this with my brush and wiggle it around and create some little sort of centery sort of bits for this flower. Let's just undo, whatever. And we've got a really fun little, you know, flower thing. And that's it. So whatever, now you can turn it into a composition. You could make it into a template, you know, incorporate it into your design. You could sell it as clip art. I mean, you can do anything with it. So I have a lot of people that buy my brushes that create items for resale. And so my, you know, what I want to do is set you up for success. So make something like this, sell it, get that bag, and enjoy. So that is one of the flowers. We're happy. We're pretty happy with that. Okay, so I am just going to do that behind the current flower, add a leaf. Okay, Pat. All right. Ask and you shall get. So that's what I'm going to do. So we've got this current flower. This is a, what do you call it? Request. A request. So I am doing that. So yeah, let's do like a leaf. So I'm going to grab my lasso tool. I've made a new layer underneath that flower that I just made. And then I think I did this on like another tutorial, but this is one cool tip of, or way that you can use these brushes, is that you can like create a shape and then, you know, like paint inside the shape. So what I'll do is I'll create like, I'm not even going to look that it's perfect, but I'll make like a leaf like that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my pattern stamp tool, and I'm going to grab that green that I included in this color palette. So now I'll grab one of my brushes, and let me pick a funky brush. What brush do I want? They're all so crazy. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Maybe 36, and then this one is like 18. Maybe I'll use that on the edges. I don't know. I don't know how it'll look, but we'll see. So let's go with 36. Okay. So let's just grab one of them. No, I don't like how that looks. You know, I'm going to grab that 76 that I just had. Actually, I think that could be quite cool. So, oh no, I don't know. Hold on one second. Let me just grab the brush I just had. I think that might be kind of cool. So here, that's actually quite cool. So we can just fill that in. And there we have a leaf. But let me reselect that and make a new one. And then take like, let me grab brush 18 and maybe layer another stroke on top of that and kind of define maybe one of the edges. So I'll grab brush 18 and do something like that. So it's kind of cool. Edit, let's see, undo. You can just kind of play with it, whatever. Or you could add another green. Let me just grab a different green from my, these might be too bright. That's kind of fun. Yeah, or just somewhere along here. And we could even make a new layer and take that brush number 76, you know, like a lighter brush stroke, and kind of add one more stroke on top of it. Hold on one second. 76. Kind of just fill that in. So something like that, whatever. And just, you know, maybe make a couple of them. So make one over here. Lily, love the instant illustrated look for that leaf. Yeah, it's so simple. I love taking, of course, you know, like most of you guys know, I can't really draw, like, you know, realistically. So it's all about taking simple shapes and like letting the brushes do the work. So let's just take another leaf, like, let's make a big one here. So let's just draw like a nice shape and create a new layer. And then let's just like randomly, let's see here, oops. Let's go back to my pattern stamp tool. Like we can just randomly grab some brushes and see what happens. Let's see here. Oh, there's 76 again. Anyway, let's just stick with one look. Okay, let's go there. So 76, we kind of throw that. And what I like about that is that with that green, it's near the end of my color palettes. It's just very subtle, and then it has those bits of white, so it kind of gives it almost like a reflective one, like a reflective look. And then I grabbed like another green, or no, I grabbed a blue green. Let's see here. So let's just grab the next color palette and then just kind of play with that, like adding a little bit extra. So we're kind of building that up, and then make a new layer. And then I think I forgot what brush. Oh, we grabbed brush 18. So we grabbed, let's see here, 18. There we go. And, you know, play with that around the edges. And, you know, not making it perfect, but there we go. We've kind of got the vibe, and I like it. I think it's cool. Okay, so that is a flower. And then maybe I would even go back and grab, yeah, maybe I would like take that green again, and you know, you can just do some stuff like in the background, play with a little bit, whatever. And then you can turn that into something bigger.